meet the incentive by donating $300 in total. We are right now on $313. So now Nacho is running Freedom Planet on Carol any percent. Good luck, Nacho.
Alright, thank you very much. So, yeah, hello everyone. I'm El Nacho. And I was informed there was an incentive about 20 minutes ago. I wasn't aware, so... yeah. I'm gonna play Freedom Planet now. Time begins when I choose my character. So I'm gonna start Spiel. I'm gonna choose Deity 1 and lost in it. I have the game in Dutch because, yeah, just why not? And yeah, so I'm gonna play on adventure mode, and I'll explain why in a few minutes. So as I've said before, time begins when I choose my character. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so there's a reason why I'm playing adventure mode instead of classic, which is basically adventure mode has all the cutscenes between the stages. And I just need to match through this cutscene. No, it is not. It is not faster whatsoever, but it's a good meme. Anyway, now I'm gonna overspringen. And that was the first stage. And that was the second stage. So yeah, this is why I play adventure mode. It allows me to skip the first two stages of the game. So right now I'm in the third stage, which is Fortnite, and now I'll explain how Carol functions. You want to get a gas can. There's a couple gas cans that there's a couple stages that don't have a gas can. I actually skipped one of those stages. But basically the gas can gives me this bike that actually makes me go at an acceptable pace. No, I am not a German speaker. I just think it's funny to have the game in German for absolutely no reason. So the reason why you always want the bike is, as you can see, it lets me boost and keep my top speed at all times. Oh, I didn't mean to get up there. So now I just want to use these jump pads to get over here. And what I want to do is I want to keep the bike alive for the entire stage, because the bike has 3 hits. If you get hit 3 times, you lose the bike. So you gotta be careful with your bike. Now coming up next is like the main trick in Fortnite, which is the second round warp. The reason why this is the second one is because there's another one before this screen, but Carol can't do it, so it's not used. Alright, there you go, I got it. I basically, by doing that, I basically just skipped the first half of this next screen. And coming up next is the first mini-boss. There are 2 mini-bosses in this stage. So there he is, Red Ballman. Red Ballman is dead. Rest in peace. And now I'm coming up to the second half of the stage. Which is a mall with enemies that try to kill me. What kind of security does this play have? Jesus Christ. This is a public space. Why am I allowed to drive a bike in here? Why am I getting shot at by drones in a mall? That should be illegal. Just ignore the bike. But yes, as I stated before, the bike has 3 hits. But I can actually replenish that health by grabbing gas cans. Or having the... what's it called? By changing the screen. So now coming up next is the second mini boss. It's Red Ballman. If the game is too low, I can actually increase it a little bit. So just let me know if the game audio is too low. So this is Robo Panther, the main boss of the stage. What you saw me doing there is what is called the Fast Panther. I basically skipped. I didn't skip it. I delayed a specific attack that wastes a lot of time. So now I just want to break the faceplate. There we go. Now I should do this one more time for the faceplate to actually break. The actual hitbox of the the thing you want to hit is like the red orb inside the faceplate, which is what I'm trying to break. There we go. Now you just need to hit it 3 times. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and 3. And that was Fortnite, the 3rd stage in the game, but the first one for me because I like playing this game as little as humanly possible. I just gotta wait for this end stage tally to happen. And then just skip this stage. Another stage, the cutscene. So this is Sky Battalion. My favorite stage in the game. And one of the worst stages for Carol. 2 contradictory statements, but it's the truth. There's only 1 bike in the stage. 1. And I'll explain why that's the worst in a second when I get to it. I need to actually physically get to it, so. Alright, so here's why this bike is the worst. It's hidden. It's the only one and it's hidden. And those enemies right there is why this stage is the worst. They instantly kill your bike. Oh, by the way, that was the first mini-boss. It's dead. So yeah, that was the first. This stage is separated in 3 phases. So that was the first one. The second one is the fire ship. And now I have the bike, which allows me to move and use movement to my advantage. I'm just gonna drive through the fire. And now I'll explain what the shields do. There are 5 different shields in the game. This one, the pink one, which comes from a green crystal, is called the wood shield. It attracts health power-ups, which are those red petals you see around the stages. There's the metal shield, which is white, and it makes me immune to spikes. That was the second mini boss, by the way. There's like 3 things I'm screaming at once. Help me. Okay, so the metal shield makes me immune to electricity and spikes. There's a yellow shield, which is the earth shield. It attracts the blue crystals you see. I'm gonna grab this. There's the red one, which is the fire. It does damage on contact and makes me immune to fire. It gets destroyed if I hit water, so. And the water shield, which allows me to breathe underwater and makes me immune to like bubble attacks, which is only like relevant in 1 stage. No, wait, I need to get down here. There we go. Alright, so this is the 3rd mini boss. I just need to hit it 5 times. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, and 5, and 5. There we go. Alright, so now I'm coming up to the boss of the stage. I'm gonna abandon my bike. And this is Prince Dale. He's driving a metal peacock. What I want to do is I want to blow the orbs on the tail and then hit him. that. I need to do this 5 times, so that's the second one. On the third phase, I'm gonna have to go into the middle because he opens up with a specific attack every time. So I need to get up here. So as you can see, the shield makes me immune to his attack. And now I just want to destroy the balls and hit it once. There we go. Balls are down. I just do this 2 more times. You know you're about to win when the orbs are red. So after this, after I destroy this phase, they should be red now. I just need to wait for him to stop doing that. And there we go. That was Sky Battalion.
This is far from over.
Feel my power!
Alright. So coming up next is probably the best stage in the game for all 3 characters. Yeah, there are three playable characters in the game. I forgot to mention that. For Carl, it starts you off with the bike. It's the only stage that does this, and every stage should do it. Please, please. Oh, whatever. So yeah, this stage actually starts you off with the bike, and as you can see, I still have my shield from the previous stage. Shields actually carry over if you keep them alive. And I didn't mention this, but shields have 2 hit points before they disappear. So you get hit 2 times, it disappears. On lower difficulties, it's actually 3 hits. And on the hard difficulty, it's only 1 hit. The bike health itself remains the same throughout all difficulties, which is upsetting. I'm also being chased by the police. You know, this is actually explained in the story that I'm just completely neglecting to pay attention to because it wastes my time. Oh, there we go. I'm also, when I'm on a downward slope, I also try to jump off of it to get a small speed boost out of it. Oh yeah, Carol can actually wall ride and wall climb with and without the bike. Okay, so this is the mini boss, which is Nira. She's actually playable in the second game, fun fact. And I need to decimate her, so I'm just gonna there we go. Now she has negative colors. Give me the shield. So this is the second half of the stage. This is a submarine. There's gonna be a water cycle going up and down. I believe this is a global cycle, so depending on how fast or slow you make it, you get a different one. But it's always the same depending on what time you do. Now I want to get up here so I can actually explain another mechanic Carl has. These jump pads. They're exclusive to the character. You can jump on them or with other characters, but all they do is give you a couple crystals. Carl is the only one that can actually use them. You know, there's a funny joke right there, haha. Everyone laugh. You know, she said freeze and she got frozen. Isn't it funny, guys? I'm funny. Anyway. I'm coming up next to the boss of the stage. I'm gonna grab a different shield over here. That one. Mainly because I'm not entirely sure if I got hit or not with the previous one, so I just want the 2 hits. We have actually seen this guy before. He was piloting the Robo-Panther in Fortnite, and I just have to destroy him and make him very sad. He's very sad, and now he has a chopper. Don't ask, I didn't. Now I just need to destroy the windshield. There we go. I'm just gonna let these 2 dudes shoot at me because I'm invincible. And that was Jade Creek, the 5th stage. Now I need to match to this next cutscene because it's unskippable. Alright, there we go. Now I'm allowed to play the game again. So this is Trap Hideout. Oh, whoops. So those lasers, I should have mentioned, Carol's wild kicks give you iframes, except for these lasers, which is incredibly annoying because this is supposed to be Carol's like exclusive stage. So one of her main abilities is completely thrown out the window because I don't know, and it upsets me. It annoys me. It infuriates me. And it's like actually a very fun stage, which makes me more angry. But yeah, those lasers basically ignore your iframes. Because why would you want iframes? And I just need to destroy this. You know, it's supposed to have bad wings, but I've always saw that thing as an elephant. I don't know why. Let me just... the reason why I restarted there is because we run on in-game time. And if the timer is off-screen, it is not running. So by doing that, in this stage, if you restart there, you can move while the timer is off-screen. Which gives you basically free in-game time save. I want to get up here because this is where the stage bike is. Right there. Now I can actually use movement again. I just need to get out of here because I already got hit once, which means I only have one hit. And if I get hit a third time, I lose the bike, and I don't want to lose the bike. Well, there's the second hit, and I have the 3 hits again. It's a good thing. Oh, wow! I'm good at this game. Okay, so this is the mini boss. This ball thing. Oh yeah, another thing I didn't mention because there's like 7,000 things I need to explain on this game. Carol's main DPS is called the wild claws, which are those yellow claws that you see me doing. There's actually weaker claws that you can do by just mashing the button. They suck, don't use them. So you can do a wild claw after you boost with the bike, after you roll, or after you pounce, which is Carol's like version of the double jump, so to speak. Which you cannot do on the bike. With the bike you actually get a double jump. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double jump 4 times up here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'll explain why I did that later. First I need to kill 99 ninjas. So I'm just gonna boost left and right while clawing every once in a while. For like, I don't know, 20 seconds because there's 99 ninjas. There's like 99 too many. Alright, there we go. So that Spade, he's the boss. And he's dead. So that was Trap Hideout. There's another cutscene that I can't skip, so I need to mash through it. Alright. So now, the worst stage in the game, Thermal Base. I hate this stage. It's the worst. It sucks. Can we remove it, please? Thank you. So... what I want to do is, there's a zip coming up next that I'm gonna try 3 times and then I'm gonna bail from it. Just for the sake of not wasting too much time. Usually I only try it once with marathons, so I will try it 3 times just in case I can actually get it. Okay, there's 1. Okay, there's 2. Alright, there we go, I got it. So I just basically skipped this entire screen by doing that. Otherwise I had to go back and forth like 3 times. Of course I want to get it on the first try because it's faster, but this stage sucks, so. There we go. Now I have the keycard to actually open the door. You can see the wild kicks in action giving me iframes by just letting me stand on those spikes. I'm gonna restart here to despawn those 2 guys that are gonna shoot me and interrupt my flow. Now what I want to do is I want to get over here on these boxes, jump on this one a couple times so they overlap, and yeah. Another entire screen just skipped. Now what I want to do is I want to get up here because there's a couple dudes that chase you if they see you down there. So I basically avoid them. I want to destroy the squid's head so I can get the keycard and ignore him. And I want to get down here. That's the wrong way. To open this door. Don't get burned. And this is the mid-boss. This robot is called Syntax. She's gonna be showing up a couple more times. Alright, so that's the first phase done. Now she's gonna grab spikes, but I can just do this. And that was the second phase of the boss. And now another reason why I hate this stage. You see that bike that I got? Yeah, we're halfway through the stage and finally a bike shows up. Isn't it funny? Isn't it fun? Isn't it a good design for this character? Anyway, this is the second half of the stage. I got up there to get a keycard and open this door. Now you can see I have the fire shield. I'm gonna lose it shortly in a couple seconds. Now it makes me immune to fire, but again I'm gonna lose it because water. No. Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm using my brain for once. There we go. I just basically skip a lot of going back and forth, and because I'm really dumb, I never thought about doing that until today. Which I'm actually impressed by myself, by my lack of, like, sense. I'm gonna grab this keycard. Now those things are called crushers. Guess what they do? And now what I'm gonna do here is called a fade out skip. It saves like half a second or something like that. It's a very small amount of time. Because when you transition to another screen, the game fades to black, but the timer is still running. There's a couple instances where you can actually skip the fade out, basically saving a bit of time. Oh, so this is Syntax again. Now she's a jellyfish thingamabob. I just gotta wait. Just gotta wait. I just gotta wait. Alright, there we go. So that was Thermal Base, the worst stage in the game. Please remove it from the game, thank you. Now we gotta wait for the end tally to finish again. Now this is the obligatory shmup section. You can skip this, you have to deal with it. I'm basically just holding right and pushing a couple buttons. This is some very exciting gameplay. My eye itches a little bit. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about here. I'm literally just holding right and pushing two buttons. Alright, now here's the boss. I'm just gonna push the buttons. Occasionally jumping. And that was the shmup section. So, the funny thing about this is, it has 0 consequences on the runs. You could literally game over here like 3 times and still world record because it is not counted on the final time. This is just a thing that happens and it doesn't matter, it has no consequence. Because Battle Glacier is actually a fun stage. Except for that one save that I'm not gonna do. So this stage has these purple blocks. Even though they seem to appear randomly, they're actually scripted. They always appear when you reach a certain distance from them. So they're just basically part of the stage. It's just another section that you gotta memorize. Oh, okay. Okay, so that happened. That was not my intention, but it just happened. So now I gotta stop here and jump over here. Then jump up here. Alright, so this is the second screen now. Yeah, the one problem with her wild kicks is that if you're kicking, you can't mount walls, and that can bite you in the ass really easily. So yeah, I need to hit those drills to actually open those blocks. And there's 3 coming up next, which I can actually get at once, but it's not entirely easy. As you can see, I completely blew it. Alright, there we go. Alright, so coming up next is the mid-boss. Probably one of the bigger walls for new players, because this thing does a lot of damage. Which is nothing I want to be saying when I have such low health, but you know, what can you do? So you just need to keep hitting that, this thing. The eye thing, and it starts blowing up. You gotta be careful, because when it flies away, it has a hitbox that will hurt you if you run into it, so don't. Okay, so now I'm fighting, I think this thing's called Sparky or something, I don't know, I just want it dead. And it's dead, okay. So this basically opens up a pathway that was closed by those purple blocks that turn into crystals. You'll see what I mean when I get to... That's the wrong way. Okay. Yeah, over here. So that row of crystals that was like pretending to be a wall, that used to be a wall of those purple blocks. And yeah, those are open when you destroy that thing. You can actually skip this whole thing that I just did, but it's beyond finicky. And if you like don't pull it off, you soft lock yourself, and you lose the bike, and you lose your like will to live. So. So So I'm not gonna take my chances on marathons. Or on actual runs. Or ever, really. I just want to get up here. There's a shield up there that I want. So, give. Okay, so normally I would say our friend is back from this. Because that spider actually shows up in the first stage, but I didn't play the stage. So now coming up to the stage boss, I'm just gonna heal up a little bit. And our friend from Sky Battalion is back. Now he's in a ball. In a ball. Just a ball that has more balls and spawns little balls. Yeah. So yeah, this boss fight is a nightmare if you don't have a bike, which is why there's a bike right there that I'm not gonna grab because I don't need it yet. It would be a waste. Alright, so one more hit should be enough. So hit him one more time. There we go. So that was Battle Glacier. So I gotta wait for the thing to end. Oh no! Alright, so now I gotta wait for the thing to actually end. Alright, there we go. So now we're at the final stretch of the game. There's 4 levels left, and they're all basically the same area. So this is Final Dreadnought 1. One of the shorter stages in the game. You can see these portals are gonna be showing up later on the other stages. So now I just want to get down there so I can hit the portal. Now I have the bike. Now I'm gonna be spammed by enemies. But it doesn't matter because I have the power of being in the air. It's a very powerful move. Just being in the air. Might actually be overpowered. Might need to be nerfed, if I'm brutally honest. Just being in the air. Okay, so now this is the airlock section. Those like wind tunnels will push you down to your death. That's pretty much a guaranteed kill for the other characters, but Carl can actually like not die to it. See, like that. You know, easy. No, I totally didn't just panic there. Alright, so coming up next is the stage boss. Just need to get past this section. Ah, that's not good. Alright, so there's Syntax again. Now she's just doing things. Alright, there we go. So that was Final Dreadnought 1. And there are no more cutscenes between stages, so now it's just gonna move on straight to the next stage. So now I just gotta wait. Alright, so this is final Dreadnought 2. There are no gas cans in this stage. It's like 100% on foot, which is mildly upsetting, but I guess it doesn't matter that much because the stage is very claustrophobic. Also, I just destroyed a box. That box is a meme. It's called Red Box. Yada yada yada. Haha. Funny skip. Nearly impossible to do with Carol. Leave me alone. Now I just gotta get over here. Those flowers will regenerate and they're very annoying. Because they spew that purple smoke. And this room is the worst. Get me out of here. Okay, there we go. Just gonna open this. Alright, there we go. Now coming up next is the section with no oxygen. You can see on the left there's like an oxygen meter, and this is where the blue shields come in handy, which Mila, one of the characters, is gonna be throwing throughout the stage. There we go. Now what I want to try is keep the shield with both hits alive. Because there's actually a skip that is actually shorter if you end it prematurely and have the full shield like I have right now, so I can actually do it the right way. So now what I want to do is I want to stand below this shield, jump below it, get up here, then just do this, and then get a back inbounds here, then just do this. This is faster than going all the way up with the whatchamacallit, the zip. I'm gonna restart here, so I can start the boss fight earlier. And now I just gotta whack this dude's face. And that's final Dreadnought 2. So coming up next is, I believe, the shortest fight, not the shortest fight, the shortest stage in the game, which is final Dreadnought 3. It starts you off with a bike, like right at the start, as every level should do, but it doesn't. And there's like six more like gas cans on the way. So yeah, there's a lot in this stage. There's another one right there. And another one right there. I want to get on those teleporters. There's another bike right there. Oh, that's not good. I want to get up here because there's a fire shield that I want up here. Also, the bike does damage on contact when you're going fast enough, so I can actually just drive through those shields. There's another bike right there. There's another bike right there. There's another bike right there. Why can't every stage in the game be like this? Yeah, believe that was the last bike in the stage. And the game, actually. Because the final stage doesn't have a bike. I just get them here. I'm gonna abandon the bike. And there's an escapable cutscene. I have to sit through this, and this happens in both classic and adventure mode. So we just have to sit here and watch.
I don't have it open really.
And now we get to indulge in everyone's favorite pastime, child murder. Yay! My favorite. Alright, so that was Final Run 3. We're coming up to the final stage of the game.
No! No. You've got to be kidding me. That's it!
Alright, so coming up next is the final stage of the game. I'm gonna try a really dumb trick. Only once. Because it's just ridiculously good if you pull it off somehow. Okay, I didn't. So what I have to do is what it's called dreadlocks. Whoops. You basically, what I'm doing basically is I'm spending 4 seconds for a chance to skip the entire damn stage. Like the whole thing. Like every single pixel in this stage is being skipped if I do it. But it's like beyond like finicky and precise. So it's really, it's seriously not worth it doing more than once. It's basically this that I just did, but I skipped the entire stage because I go above the, above the stage. I just want to get up here. That giant death laser of doom, yeah, it kills you, but it's not an instant kill. But if you get hit by the whole thing, you die. So like, don't. Okay, now I want to keep this shield alive because I'm gonna need it to finish the last section of this tunnel. Not tunnel. This it's not actually an elevator either. Okay. So I don't have the shield. Am I gonna? Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna chill here. I can get enough time to do that. Okay, so now I'm coming up to the final boss. I just have to walk at a very mild pace, and I will be fine from that cannon. You know, it doesn't keep track of you at all. Okay, so now I'm at the final boss. The ship from Battle Glacier is back, but it has less health, so I just need to aggressively jump at it because I have the fire shield. Oh no, I lost the shield. And he's dead. I'm gonna restart here to skip the whole dying scene. And now we have to fight a giant, well, not giant, but a big mech. You know, he just takes like 7 years to get it. There we go. So the hitbox is his head. So what I want to do is I want to get shot by him when he does that. So I get iframes to just jump at him. There we go. Get ready on time because time ends when I finish the third phase. So the third phase is the dude trademark. So I just need to smack him a bit. Get ready on time. Time. And now Carl just beats the crap out of him, and then roll the credits. Now I just skip the that, so I can get to the credits. And then I just ignore the credits. So we can actually look at the times. There we go. So yeah, that was Freedom Planet. Okay, I have to play the other game. Okay, do I have to do it now or later? I wasn't expecting everything to be Mad Jesus. So do I have to play the demo now, or is it gonna be like a little bit later? Oh, by the way, final time 36:37. Pretty meh. Okay. Well, this shouldn't be hard to set up. I just need to kill this, and then look for the demo on my Steam library, and then open it. And then actually set it up on my screen. There we go. Okay, so a shorter showcase. So you mean just one character, or because the original idea was having two, but I can do one. Also, I don't have music. Let me lower this a bit. There we go. Alright, well, for the sake of consistency, I'm gonna play Carol for this. I'm not very good at this Carol because this one is very different, and I'm also not very good at this game because I don't know the stage. Like, I haven't memorized it properly yet. So yeah. So this is Freedom Planet 2. It's currently being developed. I already realized that I'm going the wrong way because I've been playing I've been playing Mila instead of Carol this entire time. Whoops. Yeah, you can see the game already looks very different compared to the first one. The camera actually zooms out when you're going fast enough, so you can actually see what's going on. I'm also looking for the bike. There's one bike in the stage, which is up here. There we go. The bike reaches the top speed way faster on its own. It doesn't need to boost. There's also a new guard mechanic. And you know, now Carol, instead of having the wild kick, she has like a disc that she throws. So now I just want to get around here. Like I said, I don't know this stage, like I don't fully know this stage yet. Doesn't help the fact that I swear sometimes the jump just doesn't work. This demo is buggy, so you know it's in development, like I said. The game is supposed to come out on 2019, I think, like mid to early 2019, if I'm remembering correctly. Just give me oh, shields are different now. There's like it's like a little fairy instead of an actual shield. It works the exact same way, and you can see the health it has on your health bar, which has been dramatically increased from game to game. Instead of it being like 1 petal per hit like it usually is, some attacks don't do that much damage. So now I just do this. If I were to compare the two, this one feels floatier and harder to control. So there's the boss. Oh yeah, the disc snaps to targets when it lands. Alright, there we go. And another difference is the timer doesn't end when you kill the boss. Instead, it ends when you collect the card.
Victory!
And that's Free on Planet 2. I don't know if I have enough time to show the other character that actually kind of know how to play. So... And just let me know if I have enough time to show the other one. If not, then we can move on. Alright, then... I've actually been playing Mila on the demo. This is the character that I actually kind of know how to play. And currently currently have my fastest time with her, so... She feels way different from the first game. You can actually instantly spawn one of those blocks. In the other game, you had to charge it up to get it, and it slowed you down. Now it just floats near you. Oh, and I just clipped through that thing. Don't worry about it. So yeah, I'm sure you can already tell. I know what I look like I know what I'm doing now. Kind of. I want to get up here. There we go. Just casually walk up the loop. Just don't worry about it. So yeah, as you can see, I'm using the cubes to boost me around. Oh, I didn't mean to go that up. There we go. Got up here, there we go. I didn't want to get trapped in the forest of sadness. Okay, just as before, I'm coming to the boss now. Yeah, Mila does way more damage to this thing because he has 2 hitboxes instead of 1. And it's pretty dumb. And the fact that you can just rapid fire these things is just ridiculous. And yeah, that was Freedom Planet 2. I'm looking forward to this game when it comes out. And yeah, that's all I can say. Thank you for having me here. And I'll see you guys in a few hours when I'm running Vigilante 8. So